you want the job done right, I think I deserve a thank you, don't you? If you want the job done right, I think I deserve a thank you, don't you? Nice filling all that in. I think I deserve a thank you, don't you?
The affinity for places grow. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. In the last episode, we dealt with Gray and his wife. It works in context. And we also found a lonely girl, a couple of friends, and a Nopon. You know, like in every episode. In every episode, there has got to be a Nopon in Xenoblade. It is a law. Cannot live without. Must protect at all costs. Anyway, this episode, let's have a conversation at Conversation Canteen while Gray just stands there.
We need to lay all this out.
It's understandable that people are stressed and worried with everything that's happened, but the city folk are really starting to get up in arms about it.
I guess raids were normal for us back in the colonies. We just took that kind of thing for granted. To them, fighting was something that happened in the outside world. You can understand how seeing one of their fundamental beliefs shattered is going to cause them unhappiness. Suppose.
But then you got those conservative types who are afraid this kind of thing would happen. Seems like they're already in a state of panic. You're right, everything feels quite precarious right now. I hope everything in the city is okay.
Should we maybe talk to Monica and Travis about it all?
I think we should. I hope we can do something to help.
Choices. And questions. Insert whatever song you want here.
We need to lay all this out.
A novel? They're all the rage in the city. Some kind of book or something, I don't know.
A book? Can't be that good then. I get the feeling they're pretty different from the textbook we used to have to read.
Oh, different? How?
I don't know the details. Are you curious though, Mia?
Just a little. Should we read one of these novels and see what it's like? Yes, let's see if we can find one to buy in the city.
Writer's block. Man. It kind of makes you go back when you realize they haven't heard of a book.
Yeah.
Well, that kind, I should say. Before or now, can't tell which one was tougher. What is this about? Nothing really. Just figured about the trading regime those lost numbers go through. I hear it's a real gauntlet.
That's how you toughen up, ain't it? Now that, I want to sign up myself. Right, ours wasn't pleasant at all.
But when it boils down to it, I think it's the trainees were better off, yeah? Compared to what we're doing now. Exactly, yeah. Life was a lot easier back when we were new recruits, right? That does kind of make sense. Probably these days is fighting. And then more fighting. Yeah, you get me?
What sort of training do you think they actually go through?
You curious too, Senna? You want to come with? We can check it out together.
Yeah, now you're talking. It's always fun to shop around for some new exercises. You lot are really getting into this idea.
The training ground should be near the dormitories. I think we spent the night there once. Yeah, let's drop in when we're in the area. A hero quest, and we get a side story. Oh! Now these I am looking forward to doing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what are we gonna get out of these? Dude, that's like the skill trees, but having story narratives. Oh, count me in. Why is it taking so much time to load? Oh, Jesus Christ, no. Oh, thank God.
So you wish to utilize this thing of which I meant to dispose. Such daring lunacy. That is what I would dub it.
It would be a dreadful waste to throw it away. There's always a use. Always. People, lives, the lot. Why?
I stand corrected. Then, what manner of use is it that you have envisioned?
The lost numbers.
The city ruffians. You do know, No life can be harvested therefrom.
Yes, I am aware. That's why I'll have my toy soldiers play a little game. The lives of the fallen will be amassed in this special flame clock, as a reward for the final lass or lad left standing.
Oh.
The cream of the crop of youth competing for glory. Oh, is that not simply sublime?
Just going to run recon on the canteen.
I honestly thought we accidentally stepped into like the next part of the narrative.
Yeah.
But dude, this is awesome. Like through different cutscenes with the story, I noticed there were some members of the council in which we hadn't actually encountered yet. And so I figured, oh, we'll probably encounter them, in due time. We're well in the way of the narrative, but I'm sure they'll come in at some point. But man, the fact they're here, and we get like proper side stories.
Yeah.
And what we saying like last episode, how we want these kind of side quests to pop in. Guess what? We got it pretty much.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so I'm all for it, man. And the fact that we have these for all 6 characters, I say bring it on.
Hey, wait!
What's wrong?
Ouroboros, I really need you to do something for me. Some lost numbers went on the campaign to Cape Hackapo and haven't come back yet. I want you to find them.
Oh.
What happened exactly? If you could tell us the details. No problem. Let me take care of it. I got more time than I know what to do with, so I have. Don't just make executive decisions. Besides, we actually don't have... We've got plenty of spare time, matey. This little squirt's thrusting grown-ups to help. That's serious business. Be there anything on our plate more urgent than that? Surely not, says I.
Enough with the excuses. Why do you really want to do this?
Because it sounds like fun, yar.
I'm being serious. This is a formal request from Shiner of House Oritz.
But why are you the one making the request?
That's because my dad's one of the lost numbers.
Looks like I better check it out. What's happening on Cape Acapulco?
Yes, let's.
Do you have any clues as to where they might be?
It's plain scouting force has gone missing. All the grown-ups were really worried, so I'm scared something bad must have happened.
We'll find them and bring them home. Don't worry. It's because I be a pirate, says I. Monica.
Monica's there again.
You're going to be doing nothing to help, busy. Oh well, and that means we'll have to bring characters along for the ride because who knows where their exclusive side quests are going to be kicked in. But dude, I love this! The fact that every single character in Hero can have these things.
Punishment, ain't ya?
Don't tell me you weren't curious too. I want to know all their tricks of the trade.
This is the game that just keeps on giving and I love it.
Six ain't many.
6 of what now?
The Ouroboros candidates. All that training, and 6 get in.
Oh yeah, Monica did say something like that to us.
I feel kind of let down.
How so?
Just knowing there's a pecking order here too. Makes them the same as us.
People aren't equally suited to everything. Such is life.
Sure, I guess, but
I'm feeling hungry. You guys want to go grab a bite?
I'm in favor.
How about the shopping area? I found the tastiest looking torpedo stand.
How's that sound? Torpedo wraps, eh? Spark, yes. Lance?
yeah, sure thing.
Also, Senna, you found the torpedo stand? I'm sorry, what? You can't just have a friend say, hey, welcome to this cafe I found, and then turn around and say, yes, I found it. It was a good idea.
Torpedo wrap, eh? This has me curious.
The shop that sells them should be just across the bridge.
Some of these side quests were meant to be done about the side quest in order.
Hey, you! What are you doing back here? How many times have I told you, no performing out here?
You shouldn't be wasting your time like this. Don't you have training?
I'm not wasting my time. This is my job here.
You call that a job?
Hey, you're Ouroboros, right? I've heard. I suppose my job doesn't really compare to yours, I'll admit.
Why are they on your case?
Street performance. It's not allowed on this road.
Street performance?
This stuff. Around this spot, this is where you get the best crowds. But still they like to push me around. We're at war here. Why aren't you fighting? They say.
Do you not need to be fighting?
The city's army is just for volunteers. There's plenty who are willing.
Why is that?
Because it gets you others' approval.
Yeah, well, it would, wouldn't it?
You think so?
You don't?
Well, who decides what has merit? And whoever's making the rules, how do we know they're right? I mean, I don't really know anything. It's just...
Uh-huh.
I think... Isn't it fine if there's, like, one guy who makes the call for himself? You know?
Even if it ends up being pointless?
Hey, even pointless things can have a point. Down the line. I want to live my way. Take it one step at a time, the way I want. Really live. Oh, rats! Better scarper before the guards find me again.
Hey!
Tell you what, I've got a new trick. Just in the works. You should come and watch. Bye!
You okay there? Can I help out?
Nah. I'm all good.
Lanz! This alarm's worrying. Head for the war room.
Right. On it.
We never got to eat any torpedo wraps.
Sorry, but the war room should be our top priority right now.
So many things to say about that cutscene.
Yeah.
I mean, for one thing, I gotta point it out right now. Noah, what the hell? This alarm. It's worrying. Well, no shite, Sherlock. It's as redundant as saying, oh my, OMG, this alarm is quite alarming. When do you hear a siren go off and go, yay! We're under attack or something's gone wrong? Jesus Christ. It's like having an earthquake in Japan and then smashing a glass and throwing a party. Jesus Christ. But 2, man, even in like the minor side quests, it makes you think.
Yeah.
And here's the one thing though. Here's one thing. I love the line of saying, even pointless things do have a point down the line. I'll go for an obvious one. The likes and interests I had growing up, yeah, might have seemed pointless, but look where some of those pointless likes brought me. It gave me my wife.
Yeah.
And this YouTube channel. Therefore, it had a point.
A cradle transport for the colonies?
Yes. The report is calling it large scale.
And you want to liberate it, like you did that last batch?
Right, well, that explains the emergency assembly.
When? Where? By our estimate, tomorrow, late night. Podesto Valley floor, at the Great Sword's base. Boss, the logistics guys wanted an overnight camping kind of deal.
Approved. Sort out the planning.
Just what I thought you'd say, so I took initiative. We can leave any time.
What do you think? Should we lend them a hand with it?
Yeah, gladly. If Monica's okay with it.
It's up to you. But if things don't go to plan, there might be a fight.
We're prepared for that.
Then be my guest. Take this chance to show my soldiers that Ouroboros spark. It'll be an illuminating experience for them, fighting or not.
All right. We'll drill them well.
I like how I beat the council, but yet not say anything. I just stand there like a statue and get yar.
That's kind of why I included him, because, like, if we're going to be fighting consuls, I kind of want him to be there.
I just like the council just looking at you. Aren't you meant to be on our side, you traitor? But I just be standing here, says I.
Yeah.
Yar. It's like, you're meant to be on our side, right? Yar. Are you gonna help? Nah. Nah, I just be here. I just be smiling and waving. Oh my god. Anyway, man, it's been a long time since we've been back here.
Yeah, I've been kind of wanting to explore because I didn't get a chance to really do that because we're following Shania.
And look where that got us. Now that, in some ways, was pointless. But you know what? We're not going to talk about a British TV show right now. Instead, we are going to go off and, well, get more people to the cause. You know what? I kind of like the feeling on the original Xenoblade being on the other foot. Now, we are the one who is using these starvation tactics. Egil will be proud. We've been making Egil proud, Dunban proud, and Ryan more confused.
Yeah.
Yar, we not going to interact with you yet, Yar. I don't know why every single time I see that man, I just feel like I should go to a pirate. But you know, either or.
Let's get a chance to hear this song again.
Yeah, definitely. And hearing smackabouts.
What is that Garaffa doing? Man, that was gross.
It was so gross, we didn't bring it up.
Sky's getting a little dark.
But you know what? I like the fact that we haven't had rain so much.
Yeah, it must have been a story prompt or something.
Yeah, but still though, I can't imagine why. We've had, like, we probably had some of the most visual, breathtaking areas in the game, but yet we've seen most of them through overcast rainfall. It somehow seems just counterintuitive to me. But oh well. Now we enter the secret door. Now we get to go through the inside of the Baconus sword. I still find it hard to believe that this is the same sort of valley when in proper narrative-wise. I'm not gonna give direct spoilers, but there's a reason why a sort of valley ain't a thing no more. OG players will know. And you know what? If there isn't a spoiler reason behind it, I'd love to know in the comments, because maybe we'll get answers. Gonna guess we might have to take the boaty jaunt. Thanks, Uman. I will always call it the boaty jaunt. Hopefully you're still around and not in the cloud sea.
Ah, almost forgot about this thing.
Almost forgot about this thing.
Oh, what, the boat?
I'm guessing that's what he meant.
Hard to forget the boat. That's like playing Xenoblade and forgetting the Bionis exists. Just like, where are we? I don't know. On a giant of some sort. I don't think there'd be a cave, but there is a... I'm on a ship. I'm on the ocean. I'm on a boat, Baba Truck, a jar. Oh my god. I see ye be not be great at driving said boat. Perhaps I should take over yar.
So much to see, huh?
Morak. I want to see more of this. Yes, I know I said that. Xenoblade, unique monster, bite me.
Things used to be easier, huh?
What was?
All we had to do was bash heads. No thinking, no nothing.
What about the dying part? You weren't scared?
Sure, I was scared. But at least I knew what was expected of me.
Wait a sec. You want to go back to that?
Obviously not. Just saying how I feel.
There's just too much snuff to consider nowadays. It's doing my nut in.
I think you should try it sometime. This thinking thing might not be so bad.
Stop making it sound like I don't.
You just said it yourself. No thinking, no nothing.
I was talking about before, you spoon.
Sorry? Who are you calling a spoon?
Oh, shut up. If you're gonna act like a spoon, of course I'm gonna call you one.
It takes one to know one.
What?
Let's just chill out here, you guys.
Okay, then why don't you tell me where we are now? What's this region? Come on, spill.
It's,
See? You can't tell your ass from your elbow. Doesn't that make you the spoon?
Just because I slept through that class, if I'd been awake for it,
He's right.
then...
Things were easier.
Then stay awake, you spoon.
Yeah. We had everything handed to us. Back then.
That's not quite true in your case, though, is it?
What?
You had thoughts. And deep ones at that. I can tell. When we're playing together.
But you have as well.
I hope we find an answer.
Absolutely. We'll find it. I'm sure.
Oh, this is a love letter to the UK. God's sake, I have it. And it's also very nostalgic not being able to tell your ass from your elbow, calling someone a spoon. Oh my God.
The Podesto Valley floor is ahead.
Oh Lord.
How's the stone's throw from the great sword?
And if anyone doesn't know what a spoon is in British terms, it's basically calling someone an idiot or clumsy, you spooner, and not in the, you know, lovey-dovey type.
Well, that would be me. I didn't know what it meant till now.
Okay, well, there you go. You're welcome.
Hey, guys. It's an honor. I mean, this chance to do an op with you guys.
What do you mean?
You're my heroes. Ouroboros. I mean, I always knew a grunt like me could never measure up. Although we all still dreamed of it. And now you're here in the flesh. Doesn't seem real.
What's so great about us?
Huh?
Before this op's done, we might have to kill old friends. How about it? Could you do it? Stab a friend?
Lance!
I mean, that's...
If you're here with some half-assed notions, go home.
I'm sorry. I just got excited.
They talk big, but when shit hits the fan, they might just double-cross us. You watch.
You saying you can't trust us with the job?
100%. You never trained with our unit before. Never ever fought by our side. Way I see it, you're just some arsewipes who stole away what was rightfully ours.
Oh yeah? If I let you down, shoot me. In the front or back, I don't care.
Gee, thanks. Well, that's awful big of you, pal.
I'm sorry. Maybe we shouldn't have come.
No, this is good. It's how you build trust. You can only begin once you've gotten everything out in the open.
Really?
One of my dad's favourite lines. Wasn't it the same for you lot?
Yeah. You might be right on the mark.
I'm sure they'll settle down when they need to. They've got good role models today.
Yeah. Sure they do.
This is something decent, right?
Come on, don't fail me now.
Man, another thing I'm really impressed about is how much of this there is.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't got to like the conflict or the meat and potatoes in the matter for this side quest. This is just a normal adventure. Consider me absolutely impressed. Monolith went all in with this. But just, I'm sorry, I'm just blown away. Just when I think just when I feel like I've seen every new thing the game has to offer. Just when I think I can't get it any better.
I know.
I've said before, this game, it beats the original.
Yeah.
Man. Jesus Christ, this is good.
New vista for an old sea dog.
Our intel was right. There's quite a few of them.
But it's too quiet. There's barely any signs of life.
They're probably all conked out.
The fewer sentries, the better for us.
Monica, the cradles are in that transport.
Yes, it's likely. Let's head down. If we go round from the right, we can approach unseen.
Roger that.
Whenever someone says, it's quiet, too quiet. Also, nice bit of level design. In case you're confused about which area to go to, guess where you'll naturally go to? The place.
chest.
Yeah, the place with the chest.
If it's all like this, then this will be a cakewalk.
Let's try not to get ahead of ourselves.
What is this?
They're all empty! Monica! There's nothing in here! They're all empty!
Son of a... Report!
Same over here. We got cradles, but nothing in them.
Monica?
Did we just fall for a trap?
They've got us surrounded.
Kavesi troops.
Well, doesn't it suck to be you? Every little step you made turned out exactly as planned. Now us, we're an elite unit, the all-stars of Keves. You lot have been doing as you please for long enough. Right here, right now, we're gonna correct that little mistake.
Garth!
Oh! So you've actually heard of me? Guess I gotta give myself more credit than I thought.
Layla and who?
Sparks. They look like they're in their early terms. That means...
They got reborn.
That adds up. This lot, soon after they moved to Colony 8, I hear they croaked.
Don't dare look down on us second-termers. We were chosen. We are the elite. Now, I don't know if you're lost numbers or what, but you're in our way, and for that, your heads are gonna roll!
I was wondering when this guy would turn up again. Man, oh man. Well, And it is very weird how these guys do not know us as Ouroboros, instead just the lost numbers. Man, it seems really weird, but dude, I'm glad that these guys came back. However, I do think it is a bit of a shame how the memories aren't there.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause I would have really liked interactions with them, be like, when we were young, we beat you, but now let's see if you're still good. Or maybe even have some interaction with like Yoran or something like that. But oh well. Fed head honchos been taken down. Now, just time for the others. Noah, would you mind if I steal their souls? I mean, don't get me wrong, the fight's pretty intriguing. I mean, yeah, sure, it might be run-of-the-mill, but man, it is good to see that they are using every single little piece of narrative they can. Alright, Hoop. I think we're gonna run rings around you now. It was because we're actually generating fields. Circles. But enough of the hoopla. Let's just take you down and end it.
Just finish him off already. I need that sweet, sweet life. Finish him off. Hurry, run him through. Go on. Kill him dead. That'll give me a good top-up, nice and easy. Gotta love this new flame clock the console was kind enough to give us. It's a belter!
It's a different color.
Yeah, that is no ordinary flame clock.
Back in my old colony, if some moron slowed you down, there was nothing you could do. Oh, you could kill him, sure, but you wouldn't get any life from it. But around here, that's all changed. Here, life is the privilege of the strong. The final survivor gets to take the whole snuffing cake.
Garvel.
You get it now, do you? The weaklings need to be taken out of the running, so give me some of that sweet life! You mother!
You can call yourself the lethal you want.
But do moderate your expectations.
You're the same as ever, Garv. Only ever thinking of yourself.
How are you gonna win against us like that?
What the snuff is this? No one told us about these monsters!
You are not to hesitate.
What? Lady Consul!
I should have known.
Guess you can't have a Feronis without a consul, eh?
My Ouroboros as well. I can't believe my luck. I suppose I ought to have prepared better still.
A woman?
You like my children? They're an Anti-City special unit. One that I have diligently raised and lavished with love myself. It has been backbreaking to educate them so. They'll have to earn much, much more life for me before they're done. I hate failed investments. So you see...
I'll take you brats out myself to protect mine!
Guess who's fighting Mobius?
I am again!
Yay! And also, can I say, I absolutely love the concept of them just transforming into Ouroboros right before God would be like, Mom, what are these things? It's just satisfying just seeing that bully you used to have as a kid and then just seeing them get their comeuppance. It's really satisfying in all honesty. And it seems like Console H's gimmick is about giving you a bit of chill. To be fair.
So chill's a thing in this game then.
Yeah, if going by the icons for sure. Because it definitely ain't poison. And also, again, I love the fact that Triton's back there. I be taking a big companion. I want you to go to hell, she wench. Also, flying Mobius. It is never not fun. Smashing work, my dear. Smashing work, says I. And to me, I kind of look forward to doing all these. Because I kind of like how this is Lanz's quest and not Noah's, even though it was implied that Noah was the leader of the group. But still. Anyway, Mobius H, why don't you just go to H?
Yeah.
H-E-double-L hockey sticks! That's an American term and I got it wrong, god dang it. Either way, let's take her out. And not to dinner. Also, I find it very weird how she's meant to be, she's meant to be Medusa, but yet she doesn't have anything that's stone related.
Yeah.
I don't know. But oh well, that's just a minor thing. Anyway, let's get to the accent, like the killing of her by us. I be dead, says I. Well, I think we'll be right back.
Yeah.
I wave the flag of victory! So it's an overkill! Yar, me thinks she be dead, but yet she still lives.
This isn't the end, as she's dead.
Yeah. Overkill kind of says, yeah, it is done. remember when Garble was a thing? Me neither.
What is this? Nobody told me the Ouroboros bombs were so horribly strong! Why did no one tell me?
Dear oh dear. It seems your grasp has exceeded your reach.
Noah! Cut the flame clock! We gotta release Garv and the others!
This simply isn't fair!
What just happened? The console, she
just disappeared. Lady Consul? Lady Consul! What am I supposed to... Drop it, Garv! Your clock's gone! Just stand down!
Peace. You don't have to fight anymore. Huh? No more stealing of lives. No more charity from consuls.
What are you on about? Get snuffed! You're talking out your ass. Don't have to fight. Fighting is all that we know. If we don't have that, then what the snuff are we supposed to do? Tell me! What do we do now?
Hey, need some help?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Nah. Been through worse. Man, you guys, stunning. You're so far beyond us.
It's not a big deal. If you were one of us, you'd do just as well. Think they'll be okay, those guys?
What's eating you, Lance?
Well, I just worry we cut them loose a bit soon.
Tell me! What are we gonna do now?
How would I know?
Huh?
You stop stealing lives. You guard them. It's simple. But the how is up to you. Got it?
Spark? You can't do this to us!
Colony 4. Know it?
Yeah. I've heard about it.
On your map, middle of the Faunus region. The lieutenant there, Boliaris. You can tell him we sent you. Try him. Helps to have a mentor, starting out.
You gave them the info. Now they got a choice. Some might take it hard, though.
Besides, when we cut through the flame clock, it was to protect the city detachment too. There was little else we could do.
If we'd meddled even more, it might have come right back round to bite us in the bum.
We did the right thing by telling them about Colony 4. I think that was the best course of action.
Everything they believed came crashing down just like that. They'll be confused for a while, sure. But they'll figure it out. Just the same as you lot did.
We might have gotten off lightly. If we hadn't met like we did in that valley, we'd be just as confused as those guys. Luck was on our side. Speaking of, back then, wasn't it Lanz who was the most reluctant of us?
Nah. Our big man was just a bit shy to introduce himself in front of new people. Right?
Shut up.
Oh, yeah, he was. I did kind of get the impression that he was embarrassed to speak up.
Right? Eh? He's just a big teddy bear, really.
Here, Lance. Same dish as mine. Double Arden meat, deluxe.
Ah, thanks a bunch.
Let's see. No tall spice here, but double veggies.
Arden sausage, huh? That sounds good. But then, there's the tall spice sauce as well. Fluff cream and skeeter syrup dressing. What delight! Oh, there's even chocolate sauce. How can I possibly choose?
Still hard to believe, huh? Eating what we want.
Huh?
But is it enough? I want more.
Dude, that's already pretty hefty. You really gonna eat another?
Oh, hey.
Whoa, he's pretty decent.
Or have I got it backwards?
Huh?
Maybe it has to start with me.
Dude. Oh, I cannot wait to see this. Wait, class rank limit broken. Rank cap for this now lifts class rank. No, so there's a practicality to these things as well. Oh, mate, this game just keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Oh man. Like, forget about the narrative for a second. Forget about the environments, the music, just the scope of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, this game is getting DLC and extra modes on top of this later on down the line.
Yeah.
Like, I know some people might say this might be a really exaggerated comparison, but dude, this is like the Smash Ultimate of JRPGs. Like, you can just tell they are trying to fit in as much as they can with this, seeing how it's the penultimate thing for Xenoblade.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so now Lanz can go back to his original thing if he chooses.
I'll keep you safe and snug.
Which I think sounds like a good thing for him.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, man, I'm looking forward to this now.
Yeah.
And also, I just love the theming. Like, and, like, yeah, Lanz was the most, you know, Kevis is all we know. Like, fighting and nothing else. Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. But guys, that is going to be it for this episode. Man, I thought this was going to be like a simple side quest, but nope, this turned into something a lot more.
Once I saw the console, I knew I was gonna get into something.
Alright, well guys, thank you all for watching. If you like this episode, then please be sure to like it. And if you want to follow us on the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 journey, which does not seem to have an end or to a limit on how far it can go, dude, there's going to be so much more to enjoy. But until then, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Every day is a training day.